Hey Victorville News Group, this is Hugo, just bringing you guys a quick update here on an ongoing homicide investigation that is currently taking place. This is just outside of the Cosmos Taverna. It's in the parking lot adjacent to the business. Right now, the crime scene tape has this area currently blocked off. It's a small portion of the parking lot near the Vallarta supermarket. So you can see the CSI gentleman is currently out there near the vehicle, where you can see majority of the crime scene is surrounding. So this is all stemming from an incident that occurred at around 1:40, just before 1:40 a.m. Overnight, so Saturday, Sunday morning. I spoke to sheriff's officials who told me that there was an argument in the parking lot. That argument resulted in a shooting that left two people wounded. So two people were shot. One of them was both of them were transported by ambulance to an area hospital. Unfortunately, one of those people, which I'm told is a male, succumbed to his injuries and was pronounced deceased at the hospital. We do not have an update on the condition of the other individual that was shot. Right now, I can tell you that there's a lot of evidence markers out here. I count at least 20 or more, and they are all around this vehicle that's in the parking lot. I'm going to zoom in to show you guys a little bit of what you can see. There's a puddle of blood right there, right where the number one evidence marker starts. Around there are a bunch of art items, clothing items, like a shirt. There's a jacket. There's also over here in this pile of clothing here, there is another shoe. There is another hat, and then there's a cell phone nearby. There's a pair of glasses over here. I did speak with the owner of the car. She's actually here. Obviously, she can't take her car because you can see on top of the vehicle is an evidence marker. So unfortunately, her vehicle is considered part of this crime scene investigation right now. You can see the homicide detectives are out there right outside the business. Anyhow, the lady that I spoke with, she told me she was, she parked there, went inside the business last night. So she was, having a good time. She didn't hear any shooting. She didn't see anything happening. When she came out, that's when she saw all of this was taking place around her vehicle. She was not directly involved, and nobody inside that was with her were not involved in this incident. It just happened to occur right outside of her car. So this is the crime scene area right now of this investigation. So you can see in this parking lot there are many markers of evidence here. There with some of them just documenting like little liquor bottles like this one. I have seen, there's that number 14 with more alcohol there, and some of them, I believe, like number 10, you can see right there. I don't know if where's number 10? Right there, you can see that seems to be a bullet casing. And it's very, right now we don't have the identity of the individual that was pronounced. But since I've been here, one lady who came up, she said, do you have any information? I'm looking for my son. Her son was here last night. Or I'm sorry, I take that back. Her son, she doesn't think her son was here, but she's looking for her son. And, so a lot of people obviously worried that it could be somebody they know, or, they're so it's just a very very stressful situation for any parent that is looking for someone right now and they're not able to contact them. But yeah, right now we do not have any information on the individual, the identity. Once the next of kin is notified, the coroner will then release that information. But again, this shooting occurred right before 1:40 a.m. I believe this facility closes at 2 o'clock, so it happened right before everybody starts leaving. And again, there was an argument in this parking lot that resulted with two people being shot. One of them was transported to an area. Both of them were transported, but one of them was pronounced deceased here at the scene. You can see there are yellow markers, and then there are orange markers. I'm going to pull up the comments here, see what you guys are saying. All right, so that's a lot of shots. So all the markers that you see here, not all of them are bullets. A lot of them are just evidence. So like number 10, That one I can tell you for sure there's a bullet right next to that. Number 4 looks like maybe another bullet over there, but so they're not all. And you right there, number 12, there's another bullet there. You can see the little the spent casing there. So not all of them are bullets. A lot of them are just for the evidence. Like I said, right in that area where where the clothing is, number 2, that there's a cell phone and other items there of clothing. You know, there's all this stuff. So they're not all bullets, but some are. There are cameras. I see some of the comments asking about cameras. There's a camera right there. It's kind of pointed more downward, but there is a camera. There is another camera just to the right of that. And I don't, you know, there's several cameras around here. So all of this is just under investigation right now. The investigation is ongoing. You do have homicide detectives out here, crime scene investigators out here. Their job right now is to document the entire scene. They have to, you know, make sure they have renderings of everything, and then they once they process all the evidence, then the investigation continues to see what exactly happened, and you know who's getting arrested, you know, suspect arrested or things like that. So there was a lot of people here walking in the parking lot around here, even where I parked just outside of the crime scene area. There are many bottles, empty bottles of liquor. So you can tell that there was a lot of drinking going on in this general area outside in the parking lot. The shooting occurred right before 1:40 this morning. So, wow, and I just noticed that car has damage there. I don't know if that's from a bullet. You can see that, or if that was another, I don't know what that's from, but you can see there is damage on that window there. The location is Cosmos. This is off of Mariposa Road in the Vallarta shopping center near the Planet Fitness here in Victorville. I'll show you guys the area, the parking lot. This is where it's at. So these are the detectives. They are conducting their investigation at this moment, documenting the scene. Again, the vehicle that you see here did not belong to the victims or anything like that, or even the suspect. The woman driving that car, she's here. They unfortunately won't allow her to take her vehicle right now because it is part of this ongoing investigation. I believe these detectives showed up out here like around 5 a.m. this morning. So the investigation has been going on for a few hours, and these do take a while. Yeah, someone said the side mirror has damage. You can actually see they're looking at that right now. Looks like maybe they even might be removing a bullet fragment from there. I'm gonna take a photo of that with my other camera, so give me a minute, guys. No, so far we know 2 people were wounded in the shooting. 1 has confirmed to have passed away at the hospital. So 2 were shot, 1 was pronounced deceased. We do not have an update on the condition of the other person that was shot. So, but yes, 2 people were shot, and we know 1 reported to be a male. was pronounced deceased, and we do not have an update on the condition of the other person that was shot and transported. I just want to make that clear. Information on the victim, I don't have that. All I know is that one of them was a male, and I believe that is the one that passed away at the hospital. Only one person has been pronounced deceased from this shooting. Another person that was wounded was transported to a hospital, and we don't have an update on their condition at this moment. We don't have any information on what the argument was about. All of that is under investigation, and I wasn't here to know what it was about, and I don't have any information on what the argument was about. All right, guys, that's it. I'm going to end the live video. There is an article on VVNG.com. Again, VVNG.com. That's where you can read the article recapping basically everything that I just went over with you guys on this live video. That's the latest here. One more time, shooting occurred outside in the parking lot of the Cosmos. Happened at about right before 1:40 a.m. There was an argument in the parking lot. That argument resulted in 2 people being shot. One of those people that was both of them were transported, but one of them was pronounced deceased at the scene. I'm sorry, not at the scene, at the hospital. And the condition of the other person, we do not have that information at this time. So this is a developing story. The investigation is currently underway. The parking lot remains blocked off as of this Sunday morning. So once we have more information, you can read about it on VVNG.com. The article will be updated. That's the latest here from Victorville, outside of Cosmos, where a shooting took place. Yeah, there's a lot of people who are obviously looking at what's going on. They see the crime scene tape. So, you know, we try to update you guys accurately with as much as we can. Just noticed there's even a crime, they're even over there with a evidence marker, so I don't know what that one's about, but it's outside of the tape here. All right, guys, thank